Hey guys, wake up. We got a post game to do.
Oh! My bad. Sorry, that team put me asleep. I'm locked in now, dialed in. Let's get this post game rolling, baby. Woo!
What time
Chicago
is
Hockey
it?
Radio post game show. Justin Lynch, Lee Grossman, Tassos Kirkos. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram at Chicago Hockey Radio. Leave a 5-star rating and review if you are listening on Apple and Spotify. Hawks lose 7-5 to the Vegas Golden Knights. Thanks to everybody that joined the live stream. That was awesome. We're going to answer some questions here that we got from the end of that live stream. You guys can also drop some questions here in chat if you have any questions you'd like us to answer. Fellas?
Absolute cinema. Yeah, no, I mean, 7-5. 7-5.
Was it?
I mean, it was. I mean, look, how many 7-5
It was
hockey
a barn
games?
burner. That was like the most boring barn burn I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, I mean, I'd rather watch that than, I don't know, that 2-1 Utah game. At least that was entertaining, you know? Like, it was, how many 7-5 hockey games do you see? But Blackhawks, doesn't matter if it's a low-scoring game or a high-scoring game, you know they're going to get narrowly edged. They're the kings of getting edged. The edging is out in full force of his 2025 Blackhawks team. But yeah, I mean, really until the end of the game, they were getting completely destroyed, getting blown out with Mrazek and net. Soda gave us a shot, but unfortunately, as usual, we're not able to reward him for his good play.
Yeah, we were right there. Then that puck bounces straight off of Seth Jones's skate and into the net, and that was the dagger.
Yeah.
Hard to lose a hockey game when you're down 5-1 after one.
Yeah, Seth Jones increasing his trade value by scoring for the other team.
Is that what you meant to say, Tassos?
What?
You just said hard to lose a hockey
I meant hard to win. Hard to win.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Sorry, it's late. I didn't get a nap like you guys just did.
No, I was definitely caught up in sleep there for sure. That game definitely helped me out there.
I think that game can only be described as one of the games of all time.
Absolute ass, some may say.
Yeah.
This sucks.
This sucks.
I think Brady Chuck summed it up there. Yeah. Yeah, that sucked.
Even when they were storming back and
knew they were
we
gonna
were within one, it felt like we were obviously going to lose.
We were outplayed. It was another game where it's like we got a few lucky ones because Samsonov is, he's terrible. I'm not sure how he still gets these gigs, but Aiden Hill is definitely the guy for them that they'll turn to come playoff time. I mean, we've been there, done that for him, but Samsonov is not that guy, pal. I mean,
Samsonov is not even. He's like not even an NHL goalie.
No, they're not. Yeah, he's not. No. But
They should put him on waivers.
Exactly right. There's been a few goalies like that have gone down that road.
I don't even know where to go with this, fellas. Like,
Do we want to do a
This is-
period by period?
No, I mean, I don't know how we're even going to be able. I don't even
big
remember
picture
what
stuff.
happened.
Yeah, I mean, we just live streamed this game for two and a half hours. So, I think Shaq can help us out here, and we'll respond to your quirks.
Can you guys give us a play-by-play breakdown of the 5 goals that went in for Vegas in the first period? No, I'm just
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get right on that. We'll say that for the show tomorrow.
They just cooked them, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean,
There's no other way to put it. They just cooked the Blackhawks for 20 minutes.
And then stopped trying basically in the second period.
Except for Keegan Colasar slamming his stick into
Keegan
the boards.
Colasar 2-goal game. He's had a multi-goal game this year before Connor Bedard, unfortunately.
Woof.
Yeah, I thought wearing the Regina Pats jersey might get him out of his slump, but I'll admit, even me, Bjork Memes, King Bedard Glazer, even I can't defend him after this game. And, honestly, it's kind of been that way coming out of this Four Nations. Not his best hockey, but,
Yeah, me wearing my Ghost Hawks jersey turned into a ghost tonight.
Yeah, I
So,
know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you were wearing your Patrick Kane one there, but yeah, it wasn't looking like Kane tonight. Unfortunate to say the least. But you know who did look very good? Frank Nazar. I think that's another positive. If there's been one positive from this post-Four Nations Blackhawks team, I think every game of these four, he's been the Blackhawks' best forward. This was yet another fantastic performance from him tonight. I think he had 2 assists, so good to see that. Strong game from him. So that's a positive.
I think that's the only positive here.
And when I'm not gonna lie, when he started saying, who did have a good game, I thought he was gonna say Connor Murphy, and I was gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna walk out right
The
now.
other Connor, 3 assist game, 3 secondary assists, so that really means something right there. It was secondary assist merchant there, the NPC that's been here since 2017. So no, good for him. Good for Connor Murphy. Fantastic. Yeah.
I think Thomas in chat just summed it up the best. Fellas, just being for real, y'all better be prepared for some McKenna scouting because this team is going nowhere fast.
Oh my God! If we have to endure another season like this, I think.
And maybe the next kid after Gavin McKenna. That kid is named Landon DuPont, just for everybody wondering.
We're already getting 2027 draft talk in here. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, well,
Getting hyped over kids that were born in 2008.
yeah, there you go. They'll save this team.
I'm on status, bro.
Yeah, no, making me feel ancient here, Mr. 2003 here. Yeah, the 2021 draft passed me by, unfortunately, and yeah.
Bedard, McKenna, DuPont is going to be elite.
Yeah, that'll be a trio. That's gonna be Jordan, Pippen, Rodman out there. Yeah, the Betsy McKenna connection will save us.
Everybody just go watch Landon DuPont highlights and make yourself feel a little bit better.
Yeah, there you go. That's basically what as a rebuilding team, you're forced to become like a major in prospects quantum mechanics. Just watching all these scouting tapes of Michael Misa and James Higgins and Matthew Schaefer and all these guys like that's. I'm watching more prospect tape than Hawks tape.
I think the only thing that could make me feel better after that game would be an entire bottle of Jack Daniels to the face.
Yeah, where's the
like hit you across the head with the whole bottle?
Yes.
Where's
No,
the liquor?
after I drink it, just smashing myself in the head with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, definitely could get. I mean, watching this team makes me want to get lubed up just to distract me from this poverty, man. It's it's a joke.
Can I say something I was thinking about?
Yeah,
during the
please.
stream. It's not that hard to acquire NHL players. Like
We need some help. That brother needs
Kyle
help.
Davidson said, "Hold my beer."
More draft capital, more prospects.
we do prospect talk from time to time, but at some point you have to go out and acquire guys that can play in the National Hockey League. And yeah, Nick Lardis may play in the NHL. Yeah, Aiden Thompson. No, trade them for real NHL players right
but we
now.
can't.
Not Lardis though. Not Lardis.
we can't. That's
But
so unserious. We
it's
we
not
can't
unserious.
suffer.
It's
we
not
can't
unserious.
suffer this far through the rebuild and then
They just give up on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
like,
be like,
"Oh,
no,
actually,
no.
yeah."
What was the point of?
Identify 3 to 5 guys that you think are going to be a part of the core. So if that's Frank Nazar,
Bedard, Frank.
if that's Bedard, it's Frank Nazar, it's Lev Shinov,
Vlasic.
Vlasic, but Vlasic isn't a prospect, and neither is Connor Bedard. But identify 5 to 7 guys that are your quote unquote untouchables, even though really nobody besides Bedard should be untouchable, and go out and acquire NHL players.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lee's on his train there, and I agree. I think there's a way to balance it, right, where you cannot sacrifice the rebuild and still accelerate things here because, like, look, what he tried to do this offseason just hasn't panned out. I mean, he brought in Pat Maroon and Craig Smith to help steer this thing along, and that's really worked wonders here. So, you eventually got to get some actual NHL players here, not just, locker room, veteran presences, provide absolutely nothing of value on the ice. It's just off ice stuff. So you got to make some big moves and get aggressive here, start moving this thing along for sure.
Like, how much is it really going to cost to get Dylan Cousins out of Buffalo? How much is it really going to cost to get,
Trevor
ex-player-
Zegras?
Trevor Zegras.
Yeah,
Trevor Zegras is an NHL player. Maybe not a very good one, but an NHL player.
Yeah, what are we doing? I mean, Tassos,
not
we're
a big
rebuilding.
Trevor
Like, they're not going to give up on it now and just start shipping prospects out of town. Just
But that's what you
just
do.
because you lost 7-5.
No,
versus
but
the
that's
Vegas Golden Knights.
not because of this, but just because then Thomas and Chad is correct, and we will be on Gavin McKenna watch next season, and we will. And you better hope they get him because you're going to be really upset if they go through another season like this and Gavin McKenna isn't the prize at the end of the rainbow after it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he makes up some points there. I mean, yeah.
Or you can go get some players that will actually contribute to the NHL lineup and give you a bump where you're not in contention for Gavin McKenna next year.
Yeah.
I just like when you're talking about a team that's going to be primarily young players, like every single year they're going to be better just by
natural
progression and getting older.
Yeah, but
If you
at a
add Mitch
certain
Marner, you know,
Mika Rantanen, one of those two.
But even still, that's not enough.
Misa maybe plays next year potentially. There may be a secondary addition, like a Besser we brought up, maybe potentially.
Besser, Ehlers,
somebody like
I'm
that.
not suffering through all this for nothing. I'm not suffering through all this to give up and give up our prospects that we've spent
All
the
I'm
past
saying
few
is
years drafting. I'm not doing it.
Prospects aren't all going to hit. And while they exist in this state of potential, they are currency. And that's why I said, identify who you really, really, truly believe is going to be an NHLer and ship the others out the door.
Yeah.
Ship the rest out.
Per chance, yeah. I mean, if we want to talk about, young Hawks here, I think another positive is Ethan Del Mastro scored his first
Ship him out of town.
goal. So,
No, I'm just kidding.
there you go.
Why? Why not?
Tassos is just bloodthirsty
No,
tonight.
I don't know. Somebody should be. I wanted the Knights to hang up 10 on the Hawks tonight.
I mean, look, if the Hawks went down, which I don't want them to, but if they did go down that Matthew Schaefer route, we have so many defensive in that decor. I think that would make a lot of sense. Ship some of them out.
Bro, I
get those
want
forwards in return,
like
but-
a whole year of all of our young players.
You're not going to get that.
What? Why?
Because they're not. That's not the prerogative here. Clearly,
No, get fucking Craig Smith, Pat Maroon.
Yeah, get the unks out of here. Get the baggage out of here, right? Let the
TJ
kids
Brody,
cook.
Alec Martinez, get Connor Murphy, get all these guys out of town. Get them out. I'm not talking about trading away Nick Lardis right now with
I think
you.
Hawks prospects seem to do a hell of a lot better than whatever this garbage is. It's only upwards from here, right? Knock on wood.
That's marble.
Close enough. The saying, you know what I mean. We're gonna get technical. Actually, it's marble, not wood.
We are doing materials talk on CHR Postgame today.
Yeah, well, there you go.
this is CHR After Dark, everybody.
Yeah, props to the 20 people in here who are, watching with us here.
Yeah,
And,
you guys are
it's,
awesome.
Real diehards here, so I appreciate all of you.
Yeah, man. I just think you can get better. Like you don't need to stink all the time.
That's what Katie, he said we'd be better this year, and it hasn't happened. So I think, clearly he's got to learn from his mistakes this offseason, and we got to make some actual progression next year, because another season like this, I know McKenna's him, but I don't think another season like this, he's got to keep his job, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Lucas Reichel ever getting back into the lineup?
No.
It seems like he may have played his last game as a Hawk. I hate to say it, but it feels like we've already given up on him, which
Trade him for Nick Robertson.
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah, but if you're going to look to trade him before March 7th, why would you not play him?
I don't. Yeah, at least try to increase his trade value, right?
Maybe they think he's hurting his
You're
trade
not going to
value.
get much for him if he's not playing. He's just
I don't
watching.
think Reichel's going to be traded.
I don't know, man. Like I don't want him to be. I'm just saying, it doesn't feel like he's in their plans here. The amount of times he's been scratched and he spent the whole year in the fourth line for whatever reason. I don't know why we don't think to play him with Frank Nazar. That would make too much sense. But anyway,
Should we do some Bedard talk?
He stunk.
yeah, this may have been. I thought last game was his worst of the year. I think this game may have topped it, unfortunately.
Yeah, easily the worst stretch of hockey he's ever played.
Post Four Nations, he just hasn't looked like himself, man. I don't know what it is. 2 weeks without hockey must have done wonders. I'm sure he's still playing, but it's just not the same. But I thought it could be a good thing for him. Last year having that break, kind of helped him out. Break, he broke his jaw. Anybody, that was a joke anyway. But he came back really strong from that. But this break has not done good for him. If anything, I feel like he was kind of heating up after those pond hockey comments, and the break maybe came at a bad time. I don't know, maybe not playing for Canada, maybe mental thing, maybe felt like he should have been there. Maybe it was tough. I don't know.
I don't
He's
think we need to
19,
come up. We don't need to find the reasoning for his bad run of play right now. I think it's.
I'm
enough
trying to give
I
him
think a
back
lot
for
of
the
people are
doubt
trying
here.
to figure it out, though.
Yeah,
I'm looking for anything here. I think I'm
not a fucking psychologist.
he's gonna snap out of it, but at the same time, we do have to acknowledge the here and now is fantastic, and you're gonna go through stretches like this on your career, 19-year-old on a shit team. But
Can I
again,
be honest with you guys?
Uh-oh.
Part of it just seems like an effort thing almost.
Yeah. It is his body language is noticeably different these past couple games.
if he's frustrated, clearly, his confidence isn't there. So I don't know if it's an effort thing.
Yeah. It just seems like he's not trying out there sometimes.
I don't know if it's that. I think he's.
Did you see him giving 100% every shift today?
No, he felt completely disconnected from the game.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time in his career he's gone 4 straight games without a point. So, it's not great, but it happens. I don't know. I don't see a reason to panic here, but.
I just think maybe the panic would come from this continuing.
Yeah, he eventually got to snap out of it here. I'm sure he will. I think Saturday's a good opportunity playing a shitty Ducks team. Hawks have lost 5 in a row, so you think that'd be a game to get together. So maybe hopefully that's a game he can break his slump. He tends to play well against the Ducks, so hopefully we'll see that.
I think everybody plays well against the Ducks.
Yeah, I know. I'm grasping at straws here. I'm looking for anything, trying to be positive. I don't know. It's hard to be positive after a game like that. How about Colton Duck? We call him back up and he gets a goal. That's good to see. Good to see him and Nazar cook. thought that was one of the few strong lines tonight. You know, the Doc, Nazar, Slaggert line definitely had some juice. You know, especially compared to the other lines out there. I mean, don't get me started with that Kurashev, Maroon, Smith. I know Kurashev had a goal, but who cares? The defensive line, and then the Bedard line just wasn't in, unfortunately. I don't know why we didn't keep Nazar up there at Bedard. We gave it one game and then went away from it. The way Nazar's playing right now, I feel like those two would make sense to play them together, but you know, it's too logical for this team. You know, why make logical decisions? Speaking of which, you know, TJ Brody playing him instead of Nolan Allen, you know, starting Peter Mrazek when Sabin's been the better goaltender. Like, it's probably a game, not to get into ifs here, but if we start Sabin, we probably win this game. Just saying. I don't know. Whatever.
What happened to Nick Foligno?
I don't know.
Yeah, scores a goal and then just left. I guess he went to hit the blackjack tables after that. I just felt like he was, you know, done. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Never saw his injury, whatever it was.
Does nobody actually know what happened?
No, I was just
surfing,
looking it up on Twitter, and
I remember seeing a play or anything. I think just the unk is the engine's wearing out there. He's on fuel saving mode there. Not much gas left in the tank there for old Johnny Sins, our captain. Yeah.
Yeah, not seeing anything about it. Just that he's out.
Well, yeah, when you know in that age, I guess sometimes it's not clear what happens. But
at least Philip Kurashev and Ilya Mikheyev scored, right?
Thank God.
Yeah, Ilya Mikheyev, that's the guy I really want to see. That's what really gets me going. Ilya Mikheyev goals, right? But Kurashev increases whatever trade value he has because he's another guy. It seems like we've kind of ship has sailed. So. Yeah, I mean, a lot of loser talk for me right now, but I mean, what do you want? Like,
do you guys want to do a little maybe ref talk?
Yeah,
like, we don't do a lot of ref talk on this show.
No power. I mean, that Vegas had 3 power plays, and we didn't have a single one all night. So we kept saying in the live stream, we're owed a call at some point. Where's the call? And it never came. So not to make excuses here, but that is a difference maker, especially when they went 2 for 3, and we don't get a single one. But how many games, man? I feel like it's always. But again, when you're getting outshot, outpossessed every game, I guess you're not going to get as much calls, right?
Yeah, and you suck defensively, and
yeah.
Are lazy and just throw your stick out and trip guys, and yeah, it's a whole bunch of that.
Another penalty for I'm actually going to look up now. He could filibuster for me, but another penalty for Bedsy. I think he's up there on the team now. Yeah, he's actually 5th on the team at penalty minutes now, so he's coming for that lead there. Pat Maroon is first with 71. He's got ways to go to get that. Interesting.
Yeah, that's not the stats we want Bedsy to be getting right now.
Yeah, 34 penalty minutes.
Talking about Pims.
How about that hit on Keegan Colasar? And then Colasar scores later in the game and laughs at him. That was like, man, Keegan Colasar's owning Bedsy tonight. What the hell is going on? Like, what is happening, man?
I'm really interested to see what some of the interviews are going to look and sound like. Bedard's probably going to have another highlight.
This sucks.
Yeah,
that's gonna be Betsy.
Oh dear.
Make sure we get some more Seth Jones sound bites. How he doesn't want to be here anymore. Oh, poor me, making $9.5 million. This.
We might have to put. It's been 4 years of this on the board.
Who's Seth Jones gonna complain about tonight?
Yeah, I mean he scored a goal for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, after he kicked one in.
That was the dagger. I mean, if Seth Jones, that doesn't happen, maybe we tie it up. I don't know. Who knows? We never will know. But thanks, Seth. Really appreciate you there. Good stuff.
All right. Should we answer a couple of questions? So are we done on ref talk?
Yeah. Did you have anything else to add on ref talk?
It's in Vegas, so I'm sure they had the Golden Knights money line tonight.
Yeah.
At what, minus 450?
It's a
winning $12 after betting 100. Yeah, I'm sure they slammed that.
Look, I mean, the calls on the Hawks is what happens when you're a worse team than the other team. You're gonna take a lot of stick penalties because you're always behind the play. As far as any of the call, like I always think it's so funny when a game goes on and there's 0 calls either way. Those kinds of games where there's no penalties either way.
I kind of like those games, right? There's no
that they don't really exist, right? Like there's always penalties in a game.
They just don't call them,
and they just don't call them. For me to believe that the Vegas Golden Knights didn't infract the penalty on the Blackhawks for 60 minutes of hockey is just not believable to me. But at the same time, like when you look at it like, oh, they got 3 and Hawks got none, or they got 4 and the Hawks got none. Like, no, the Hawks took penalties, but like the Golden Knights probably also took a penalty or two too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen games like this. Nothing really shocks me, but I found this kind of funny. We literally have inverted records. Vegas is 35-18-6, and we're 17-35-7. I found that kind of funny.
Everyone's saying we're coping because I'm not saying anything about the refs. Like I just, I didn't think they were bad. I didn't think whatever. All right.
Let's get the question.
Everybody's salty, man.
Yeah, dude. Everyone's pissed off.
What's your deal, man?
A bunch of brats,
here, dude. Jesus. Like I don't see y'all out here at midnight, breaking down a 7-5 hawk sauce.
Yeah,
holy
holy
shit,
shit, dude. You guys
like we're in the trenches at this club, and you're like, whoa, man, you're fucking coping.
My brain is straight mashed potatoes right now, and we're doing ref talk at 1 a.m. Like, what are we fucking doing?
Oh my goodness, man.
All right.
Yeah, what are the questions we got?
I mean, these are all kind of goofy. It's more questions and comments that I've taken.
Favorite Tarantino movie?
Favorite Tarantino movie?
Pulp Fiction.
Why did Seth Jones not request a trade last year?
Because he saw no. I know why. It's because he saw T.J. Brody coming in, Alex Smith. Oh my God, dude.
Craig Martinez,
and fucking Seth
Craig
Murphy coming in. No, I don't know. He probably thought the cavalry coming in was going to be helpful, and that this team was going to be competitive. And
it's hard to ask for a trade in the middle of the season, like right after you get Bedard.
Somebody could fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure I remember reading an article in the summer about like Seth commenting all the acquisitions coming on the D. He's like, "This is a playoff level D core." Somebody could fact check me on that. It could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain I saw a quote from Seth saying that. So there you go. He probably legitimately thought this was going to be a playoff level team, which
maybe in the ECHL.
Yeah, which I'm not sure what planet Seth was on when he said that, but that's kind of the way his headspace has been at the Hawks these last 4 years.
At least Macklin Celebrini got walked tonight.
That was funny. I'll be watching that all night. If anybody comes at me Pookie slander, I'm just going to show him that Celebrini clip. Be like, take that, buddy.
Right at the Bell Center. Nobody's watching any of the game. Nobody's really paying attention to the games there, right?
Goal Caulfield. Yeah, that was a highlight reel. That might be one of the nicest goals of the year. That was certainly much more entertaining than whatever this slop was tonight. I mean, there is something to be said for that. I mean, high scoring games aren't always. Sometimes low scoring games are more entertaining. This is probably one of them, right? I mean,
maybe one of the weirdest games I've ever seen tonight.
Yeah, it was odd. It did feel like an NHL game. Like it felt like, I don't even know how to describe it. It felt like some of the games I played in high school, just like ping pong, back and forth, sloppy hockey. Like I don't know, bad goaltending. Like just not really NHL hockey. But,
all right, this one's not a question so much as a comment. This is only pain.
Max Payne. Yeah, my pain is constant and sharp. That's this team for you.
Patrick Sharp.
There we go. That's a pull. That's a pull. Yeah, I miss Sharpie.
Okay.
That's a good looking man there.
How long does Bedard go without a point?
He'll break it. I'm actually confident. Well, now that I'm saying it, it's not going to happen. But I think he's going to break it Saturday. He always produces against the Ducks. He does. Like I think if you looked at his game logs, I don't know if he ever hasn't produced against the Ducks. So don't quote me on that. But it's a team he had 5 points against last year. He had a 3-point game early in the year against them. He'll break it against the Ducks on Saturday, and the Hawks will break their 5-game losing streak. And I'm being delusional right now. None of these things are going to happen. We'll get narrowly edged again, and he'll go pointless. So there you go. That's what's going to happen.
My question is, are they going to jumble the lines again? Is he going to play different line mates?
1,000%, because that's what we do here. Just play Nazar and Bedard together and just keep them together. Stop like this mumble jumbo blender stuff every period, every game. Like just roll us up in these 36 different line combinations and 57 games for Bedard that are beauty. Greg Boyson brought up. Absolutely ridiculous. How do you develop any sense of chemistry with anybody playing with 2 different generic spawned NPCs on your wing every single game? How do you do that?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
But also, I think the play right now out of Bedard has nothing to do with the line.
Yeah, no, it's on him right now, honestly. I think he's a bit lost. Yeah, he's lost in the sauce right now, unfortunately. Yeah. Too much smelling salts. I don't know. Who knows?
Way to get Bedsy's game back.
Yeah, I thought...
was that a question?
Yeah, that was a question.
Oh.
Shoot it.
Yeah, shoot the puck. Holy
shoot it in the net.
Yeah, like this guy's got one of the best shots in the league. You should forget that. Like he's talented. Like he could take over a shift, get one, and like that's all you need. Like I truly think once he gets one, the monkey's off the back and he's back. Like, but he's he's just streaky. Once he gets confident, you're not stopping him. So he's got to break the slump.
And also just like stop trying to do too much.
Yeah. He's overthinking it. Yeah.
If you're like carrying the puck through the neutral zone, you've got a couple defenders in front of you, like just dump the puck in. Like you don't have to dangle everyone. You don't have to set somebody up every single time you have the puck. It's okay to dump and have somebody chase. Like you got Ryan Donato on your line for a reason. Use them.
Yeah, no, get in those greasy areas, put pucks in that and good things will happen. That's name of the game right there. You don't score if you don't put the puck in that, right? Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah, just shoot it in the net.
Yeah, that's our solution. Just score a goal, dude. Just figure it out, man. Holy man, I don't know.
Well, you're not going to shoot it in the net if you're shooting it once.
Yeah, you just stop diverting all the time, man. Like with your teammates. Like, have you not figured it out by now that you don't have the help isn't here yet? You got to do it yourself, man. Unfortunately, and he's a good enough player.
He had a chance. He had a chance in the first period, and he just missed the net.
Yeah, maybe the stick got on there, but I thought for sure he had a goal there. It was a wide open net. I'm like, I thought he had one, and then it just didn't happen. So, I don't know. It's not like he's not getting his chances, but he's not taking advantage of them. So, yeah.
Just shoot one in the net. Not so much a question, but a comment here from TJ. A kid born tonight may have a chance of being drafted by KD as part of this rebuild.
Oh my God.
That is pretty funny, TJ.
That is a good
one more
one.
prospect. Just one more tank. Just one more draft. Stick to the plan. It sounds like Dutch Vanderland over here, man. Where are we going to? Tahiti's not. When are we getting to Tahiti? Where's Tahiti?
Tahini is a delicious Mediterranean food.
Okay.
That wasn't anyway.
We got anything else? Ilya Samsonov stinks.
He sucks.
One final point though, I do not want to hear another person say anything about like the effort of this team for the rest of the year.
They play
Like,
a full 6
Why
minutes.
we're down 5-1 after one period, dude?
It's
We
not.
suck.
It's not effort. This
We
team
don't have
is
the facilities.
talentless.
Yeah,
this
no.
team sucks.
That's
the
their
personnel
identity.
is bad. Your team is garbage. It's not because you're not trying. It's because you have TJ Brody and Philip Kurashev on your roster, and they're bad.
Bro, how are the Sharks still behind us in the standings? How bad of a hockey team do you have to be worse than this 2025 Blackhawks team?
They haven't won a game since the Bush administration.
And nobody fucking talks about that. All of this like negativity and like the sky is falling. It's always all about the Blackhawks. It's never about them.
Well, I mean, we are covering the Blackhawks.
Well, I
so-
know, but like in general, like the media, you just don't see the same like dialogue with these teams. I don't know. It's
I think
Because no one
Look,
gives a shit about San Jose.
yeah, it's California. Like I don't know.
I will
Bunch of
say I
hippies
do
over there.
think to, I don't know, play devil's advocate here. I think people expected more from the Blackhawks this year than the Sharks.
Yeah, that's fair to say. That's fair to say. I mean, win percentage wise, we're barely better than last year. I think we were what 313 or something. We're 347. Hell, we're worse than the Bedard Tankhawks. I believe we're 360. So I don't know how we're worse than that team. So not much better than last year. Only a few wins, few points better. After all those additions, after all that money spent, you think there'd be a little more progression here. Then we're still in the same spot in the standings. So, and yet another tank race of the San Jose Sharks. It's basically the same season, really, when you think about it.
I'm just excited for another season of TJ Brody hockey.
God, I'd rather.
Gavin McKenna, pack your bags. You're coming to Chi-Town.
Delusion. I wish, though. That would be cinema. But yeah, if we have to have another season like this, I don't know if we'll be able to make it, man. I don't know if we can take it.
I can't do another one of whatever went on tonight.
Whatever's going on right
whatever
now.
this was.
The way
like,
I feel right now, I never want to feel this way ever again.
yeah,
Well,
I have to work in like 8 hours.
have fun with that. Well, yeah, basically me too. I mean, we're not 8 hours, but we're doing the show tomorrow. Maybe I should just crash here tonight. I don't know.
so I've been watching a lot of Pittsburgh and Buffalo lately just because, I love terrible hockey. I love watching terrible teams.
We're used to it here.
I think, so Philly scored. This is not Hawks related at
Yeah,
all.
you're a Maple Leafs fan.
So stop, dude. So Pittsburgh allowed the first goal on the first shot in their game against Philly tonight. I think that was like the 11th time this season that they've done that. So, Pittsburgh is truly, truly an atrocious hockey team. Them and Buffalo both have 24 wins this season. They're sitting at the bottom of the Eastern Conference right now. And Buffalo's a dumpster fire too. We don't need to.
Yeah, well, they've been down this road a lot longer than we have. 13, 14 years of this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, to be
17 wins compared to 24.
Yeah,
Like,
I think they had,
dude.
23 last year or something. So, I mean, we're not going to do that much better than that at this rate. That's probably going to get worse.
Wait, what was your? I just had what was your point there, Tassos?
No, it was just like, man, those teams are at the bottom of the other conference right now, and they still have 7 more wins than the Blackhawks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the next team, we've had the Sharks, but the next team is 8 points away, and that's the Predators. We know how bad that team is. That's 4 wins.
A couple of mentions of the fact that next season is the Hawks' 100th season.
So that's the thing, and you think that would put this management team wants the 100th season, the centennial season, to be a dud? Like, You think that maybe plays a little bit of a factor in the offseason here, like wanting to accelerate this thing a little bit? You would think.
better.
You would think. I don't know.
So how do you guys feel about the Blackhawks prospect pool?
I feel like they should cut it in half and trade him for NHLers.
Yeah, we keep hearing about how great the prospect pool is, but eventually we got to see something on the actual team here to give us a little bit of, light at the end of the tunnel here, right?
Sign 4 or 5 free agents. Get an actual quality D-man. Get a guy for your bottom 6 and 2 guys for your top 6.
Coach.
A coach. Well, I'm talking about players, dude. But, coaches,
Yeah.
sign 4 free agents, make 2 or 3 big trades.
Dude, that's what Kyle Davidson thought he was doing this past
actual
summer.
Players, though, not fucking Pat
I'm
Maroon,
talking
Craig Smith, TJ Brody, Alec Martinez, Lauren Brosweiler, wherever the fuck.
Get
he
Mitch
is.
Marner. Get Mitch Marner. Get Brock Besser. Get Jake Evans. Get insert D-man that is,
Not TJ Brody.
not TJ Brody or
We don't
Alec
need defensemen.
Martinez.
We've got 8 defensemen
Well, you're
playing.
gonna-
Got Artie Leshonov coming. The Artie
Ethan
party,
Delmastro,
baby.
get ready to learn Montreal Canadiens, dude. Because
dude, just let the young
scored
shut
his-
up.
he
Let
just
the young
scored his
kids
first
play.
goal.
good.
Next
Let him
year,
score
next
his
year, next
remaining
year,
5 in his
dude,
career with another team.
stop. Next year it should be Vlasic, Delmastro, Allen, Crevier, Kaiser, Korchinski.
Kaiser.
Enjoy
yeah.
getting 45 shots
That's
against every night.
fine. Play him.
Play the kids. Let the kids cook. Get these unks out of here. I don't want any more
We're going to be
unks.
live streaming Medicine Hat Tigers games then next year.
Oh my god, I cannot do Medicine Hat Tigers right now.
No, he's probably going to be in college next year,
Thomas is about to be like Medicine Hat mentioned.
right? Hey,
Oh my God.
we want to tee up this Ducks game? Or we'll
No,
save it for the show?
fuck no.
Are you kidding me?
Hell no, I'm gotta walk out of here. This shit sucks.
This sucks.
This sucks, dude.
Where's the clip?
This sucks.
There we go. I love that. That's a great addition to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I don't know. I mean, if you want more thoughts, go rewatch our 2-hour, 30-minute live stream of pop culture references and occasionally talk about the game. Yeah,
You can watch us in real time react to the 5-1 first period.
yeah, that was something to watch.
I'm going to mock up for tomorrow's show what players they should go out and get
Yeah, that'd be fun.
and
Yeah.
what this team could actually look
we
like.
should do like an exercise, like what our ideal offseason would look like.
Yeah.
And like what
Free
like,
agent signings, trades.
we don't need to see the whole team. Like what would the top 6 look like? What's like the top
whole
4?
team. I'm talking the whole
Oh,
team.
you want the whole team? Okay, we could do that too.
top 6, bottom 6, all 6 D-man.
Like what would we do if we're in franchise?
what would
mode?
you do
Like,
if you were in franchise mode?
Yeah. I mean, easier said than done. That's something I should do.
I'd
It's like
trade the 2nd overall pick for Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take Misa.
All right. That's
And
it.
now you want to act like you care about, like, get out of here, Tassos.
What, dude? I'm covering the team with you guys.
You're saying that you want to trade all these guys, and then I say trade fucking number 2 overall for Brady Tkachuk.
because
You're like,
number 2
whoa,
overall is.
whoa,
Why are you
whoa,
acting like
whoa,
Ethan
whoa.
Delmastro is the next Duncan Keith?
I'm not.
He's not. He's going to score 3 more goals in the NHL.
But what are you
Trade him.
getting? What are you getting for Ethan Delmastro?
He has promised, dude, that it's the idea that somebody is going to believe in him.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
what are
know.
you getting in exchange that
An
makes
NHL player, an actual NHL player.
Oh my gosh. Like what? Like
I don't
who
know.
do you
I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it.
so that they can be your 3rd pairing defenseman, which Ethan Delmastro
Go
can
get
also
Pavel
do.
Buchnevich from St. Louis. Go get, I don't know, dude. Go get somebody. Like, go get an NHL player. Am I wrong?
Kind of.
I feel
All
like
right.
Jim from The Office here.
Kind of wrong.
I'm just staring at the camera like these guys. I'm third wheeling out here.
Okay. All right. That's it from these guys. Plug God Tassos. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram at Chicago Hockey Radio for both of them. Leave a 5-star rating and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's super easy. If you guys haven't done it yet, then you aren't true CHR enjoyers. Midwest Coast Brewing live show. I wish I had a visual sensor for whatever that was, Justin. Jesus.
That's supposed to be drinking like beer, right? That's the only way you can watch this team is just getting drunk, man.
Yeah, we're going to be at
that's what
Midwest
he was
Coast. Hopefully it's not 5-1 Ottawa after the first
Yeah,
period.
hopefully that'll be a more entertaining game than whatever this slop
If it
was.
is, then the party may turn it into a riot a bit more.
My whole show will just be me staring in the everybody's soul was like Bedard in the penalty box the other night.
Yeah.
That'll just be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Subscribe, follow, leave a 5-star rating and review. Justin and I are going to be on tomorrow's show. We got Robert Babiak coming in as a guest. And yeah, that's it. You guys want to wave to the camera?
Woo. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Peace out.